All right, welcome back to another breakdown. This time we're going to be looking at just a little sneaky short side play you can do as you're rucking on the field, just like that one. And a couple of these videos will be of the South Queensland Sharks. They love doing this. And the funny thing is everyone probably agrees that Sharks are notorious for doing this, but everyone's still very surprised when it happens. So, when you're going on the field, it's very repetitive. Look, everyone does this sort of style. You get off in 3 touches, and then this person comes on. The first person that comes on is the latch runner, and they will just make a dump, theoretically and ideally, on the middle, or the 3, or the 3 in, the third player in. 1, 2, 3. Okay? That's what their job is. And then they'll run a play off that. If you want to go into the details of it, I do have a video about learning a basic rucking pattern. But there's a couple of things that teams might try and do in defence. Because they want to get the touch on that middle, the link might say, I'm going to make the touch instead. I'm going to try and ruin it for them. And this is what's happening here. And 9 times out of 10, this winger here, their job's done. After they make the third touch, as people start progressing back on the field, the play always goes back to the middle of the field. So their job is sort of done. And a lot of times they will turn around because they've just made a couple of big, strong touches, and the far side winger for your team might play the whole game. So they use that time to catch their breath back. They'll turn around and they'll just jog back to the line. And for 99% of a tournament or a game, that would be totally fine. But if you are a coach on the other side and you start seeing a winger do that, you can sub your latch on and then have one of these players hang on the short side, ready to just do that. You just sneaky go down the short side. So you send your latch on as normal. So this might be a middle. So you send your latch on, and then you send your other middle and your other link around just to show that there's people coming back onto the middle. And your short side option might just go unnoticed. Let's have a look at another example. Hang on. Did that ref want a high five then? It looks like the ref wanted a high five. Okay. Again, Sharks. Okay, we've got our latch coming on here. And he'll normally go up and make a dump. But you can see this person here, terrible arrow, right behind him. So I think this might be a link that's just made the touch. And you've got a winger here who's coming in to try and relieve some pressure off his teammates. But because they've got no one, or that might be the winger here. Either way, they've got no one really alert on the short side because all the play comes back to the middle, and they just do one pass down to the wing. And it's very easy to identify this from the box because you're looking at the winger closest to you. Let's have a look at this in slow motion. Yep, okay, so that's the link making the touch now, and the winger's coming in to try and relieve pressure by getting a touch on the latch. And once you notice the wingers start coming in like that, you can go down the short side. Now, the third example is something that I prefer. And you'll notice that this is a little bit different. So let's have a look. And that's the third example. So you can have a look at this one. They identified that this is the link, and while we're trying to make the touch on the middle, the link would come up and basically knock that off. Okay, and one of the further latches latched all the way in, and the link came in and chased them all the way in, which leaves one middle defending that whole short side. So rather than just one pass down the side, we had 2 runners go down the side. So this is kind of a decoy latch. They just drift in a little bit, drag that link in, and then you have 2 runners down the side. Okay, and their job is basically to draw and pass that winger. So this is what you do if the winger's still alert, but that link is trying to do too much work. You go, okay, We're going to bring you away from the sideline, drop it back in, and then it's a 2-on-1 with the winger. Nice hands. And that's just how that one differs a little bit. But if you can see that all the link and the wing are just not paying attention to the rucking, definitely just do whichever one you want. This is my go-to, because that way if the winger does pay attention, you've still got that extra pass. So it's just a couple of parallel lines here. But yeah, just a nice little option if you want to just go down the short side. And worst case scenario, if you get rid of the ball, if the latch gets rid of the pass and you don't score there, it's only touch 4. So you can recycle back to the middle and get your strike dump in and work your last play out. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. It's just a little option you can run with your rucking pattern down the short side, and you'd be surprised actually how often it works. I would only probably do it once or twice a game. If it's in 2 halves, you can probably do it once each half. But once you get a try out of it, teams are going to be pretty switched on after it. But thanks for watching. I really appreciate it, guys. We'll see you next time.